My name is Anuban Kate. I'm a Paris-based engineer, and today it's with immense pleasure that I'm inviting and hosting Niranjan TAKLE, who is an investigative journalist. He has worked intensively on various important stories in the past, and today is the book "Who Killed Judge LOYA" that he had published in 2022, I guess, right? That
Yep.
we will be discussing because Judge Loya passed away, was dead on 1st of December 2014, and we will be commemorating his death anniversary. So this interview is is a homage to his work and this tragedy. So Niranjanji, welcome. I will.
Thank you.
What I propose now is that the audience deserves, I think, also a broader view and context, and also the details. I have prepared a small chronology of events, and
Hmm.
I wish to present it to you and to the audience, and I'll let you comment, stop me, interrupt me, perhaps correct me, and then we will take it forward from there. Is that
Yeah.
fine with you? Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, so this is a chronology that it's quite extensive, but we will run through it in fast.
Sure.
Yeah, but I think Gujarat is the main beginning or main part of this story,
Yes.
right? So I've begun from the 27th February 2002 Gujarat train burning. We have the
Yeah.
Gujarat pogrom that happened between February to June 2002. On 26 March 2003, Gujarat's former Home Minister Haren Pandya was killed by Tulsiram Prajapati. Between 2003 to 2006, there were 22 extrajudicial killings in Gujarat as per Supreme Court, of which Shahrabuddin, Sheikh and Kausarbai and Tulsiram Prajapati being merely three. Later, on 31st December 2004, the gang lord Hamid Lala was killed by Sohrabuddin Sheikh, Tulsiram Prajapati, and two others. 23 November 2005, anti-terrorist squad ATS of Gujarat police halted near Sangli, Maharashtra, the luxury bus of Sohrabuddin Sheikh, Kausirbi, Tulsiram Prajapati, and took them to Gujarat. 26 November 2005, killing of Sohrabuddin Sheikh, Kausar Bai was raped by Shantaram Sharma, Ajay Parmar, SI Balakrishna Chobe in a farmhouse in Gujarat. 29th November 2005, Kausar B was drugged and killed at the old ATS office in Shahibag, allegedly under instructions of Inspector General of Police DG Vanzara. Her body was burned and ashes were thrown in Narmada River. September 2006, Inspector General Geeta Johri, in an interim report, alleges Gujarat Home Minister Amit Shah's involvement in fake encounters and extrajudicial killings. It was alleged that Amit Shah ran an extortion racket with the help of police officers as well as Sohrabuddin Sheikh and hired criminals to shoot targets. November 2006, reporter Prashant Dayal broke the story about the fake encounter of Sohrabuddin Sheikh and Kausar B. 20th December 2006, killing of Tulsiram Prajapati in a fake encounter. February 2007, Gujarat government admits before Supreme Court wrongful killing of Sohrabuddin Sheikh and his wife Kausar B. 25th April 2007, arrest of D. Vanzara, Pandian, Dinesh Kumar in fake encounter cases. October 2008, Hindu-Muslim communal riots in Dhule district of Maharashtra. Those were covered by you. 2010, you moved to Mumbai from your hometown Nashik. Please interrupt me if you have things to add or comment.
There is
Otherwise,
only one thing,
yeah,
and before these Dhule riots in October 2008,
yeah,
and it began on the 2nd of October,
okay,
uh, and 3 days before that, on the 29th of September,
yeah,
the blasts in Malegaon had happened.
right. With Abhinav Bharat,
Abhinav Bharat.
yeah, okay. And
Yeah.
you also covered those, but they're related.
Yes.
Okay,
No, I had covered those. And
yeah,
in fact, I was the one who broke the news that it is the Hindu right wing element which had engineered those blasts in Malegaon.
Oh,
And 3 days later, this riots in Dhule started. Malegaon Dhule is only 40 kilometers.
okay,
So I asked to move from Malegaon to Dhule, and that's how I went there.
okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
Moving on. So in January 2010, Supreme Court transferred the investigation of Sohrabuddin case from the police in Gujarat to the CBI office in Mumbai. July 2010, Amit Shah and senior Gujarat police officer Abhay Chudasama were arrested in
Chudas.
sorry,
Abhay Chudasama.
Chudasama, thank you.
Yeah.
Were arrested in fake encounter cases. Amit Shah got bail 3 months afterwards. 20th September 2012, Supreme Court transferred the Sohrabuddin Sheikh case to Maharashtra and stated that the trial should be conducted by the same officer, J.T. Utpat, appointed as presiding judge. April 2013, Sohrabuddin Sheikh and Tulsiram Prajapati cases were clubbed together. May 2014, BJP under Narendra Modi comes to power in center. Amit Shah becomes BJP president. 6 June 2014, Judge J.T. Utpat reprimanded Amit Shah for seeking exemption from appearing in court. 20th June 2014, Amit Shah failed again to appear in the court. Until June 2014, until this time, Brij Gopal Loya was Registrar of Bombay High Court. And
That's right.
I have a small question here. Um, what does that mean being registrar? Can a registrar become a CBI judge later? I mean, that's what the case with him, but is this the normal
Yeah, yeah.
procedure?
Rather, only a judge can become registrar of the High Court.
Yeah, but he was the registrar.
Yeah.
Okay, so which means he was already a judge, and then he
He
became.
was already a judge. Yeah.
Okay,
I mean, he had climbed the ladder to
okay,
become and registrar of High Court means that he is equivalent to a judge in High Court.
okay, okay. Thank you. Yeah. Later on 25th June 2014, Judge J.T. Utpat took a transfer to Pune at the directions of Chief Justice of Maharashtra Mohit Shah, and it was just one day before Amit Shah was expected to appear in the court on his instructions. This transfer was in violation of 2012 Supreme Court order. Brij Gopal Loya subsequently was appointed in his place. June, June to October 2014, unlike his predecessor, Judge Loya allowed Amit Shah to be exempt from appearing at the court in person until the framing of charges, except when Shah was already in the state of Maharashtra, where the case was being litigated. So I think Karavan had commented that this was more procedural and he was not necessarily being lenient towards Amit Shah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. The Chief Justice of Maharashtra, Mr. Mohit Shah, is alleged by Anuradha Biyani, who was Judge Loya's sister, to have offered Judge Loya 100 crore rupees in exchange for a favorable judgment in the Sohrabuddin case. 31st October 2014, when Amit Shah failed to attend a hearing on 31st October 2014, even though he was in the same city, Loya ordered Shah's lawyers to ensure that he would be present at hearings when he was in the state. So he repeated his stance and set the date of the next hearing to 15th December, when the verdict would be given. In the book, you also wrote, and you found it later during the trial in the Supreme Court, that around you stated 1 week before his death. So I
Yes.
that's why there's a question mark about the exact date,
Yeah. Yes.
right?
Right.
Around this period, the bodyguard of
Yeah.
Judge Loya was removed, and for me,
Yes.
this is less talked about. I mean, in articles that I
Yes.
read and interviews also that I looked on
True.
internet.
True.
Right, but for me, this is an important aspect. 27th November 2014, a judge named Vinay Joshi wrote a letter to the Law and Judiciary Department of Maharashtra to book a suite in Ravi Bhavan under Judge Loya's name. Now, again, this is an important development because
Yes.
which means, and the next line that I'm reading on 24th, 29th November 2014, Judge Loya told to join colleagues S.M. Modak and Srikant Kulkarni, who were fellow judges, on a sudden trip to Nagpur. And again, I highlighted the word sudden because if we read this development before it, it doesn't seem that sudden. And that was for
No,
marriage of
excuse
Sapna
me.
Joshi. Yeah,
Judge Loya was not even aware of the fact that Vinay Joshi has written a letter to the Law and Judiciary Ministry asking them to book a suite in his room, in his name, in Nagpur.
right.
So it was completely not known to, unknown to Judge Loya that a
Yeah.
suite has been booked, and he had no plans to travel anywhere.
Right, right. I mean, that's why I say that the suddenness of the trip might seem from the point of view of Judge Loya, but if we keep take into account these two developments, it doesn't seem as sudden from
And I
other
would say
perspectives.
Judge
Yeah,
Loya was insisted to
right,
join his colleagues. Yeah.
right. Do you have any news about what was the possible reasons behind the removal of the bodyguard of Judge Loya, and how was Judge Loya's reaction to it? Do we have any information on that?
There is no information as such. The bodyguard was removed. See, definitely,
Yeah.
uh, Justice Mohit Shah, Chief Justice Mohit Shah used to call Judge Loya at very odd hours in the night,
Okay.
and he would ask him to come to Chief Justice's official residence in Mumbai,
Yeah.
and Mohit Shah would insist that do not bring your bodyguard along with you.
Okay.
So that was happening with him for quite a few days,
Yeah.
and had Judge Loya's bodyguard remained with him,
Yeah.
then even in Nagpur, the state government would have got forced to provide a bodyguard to him. But since the bodyguard was removed in Mumbai itself, it was not. I mean, the state was not compelled to give him a bodyguard in Nagpur.
Right. Right.
There
Okay.
was no need for the state to give.
I understand. Thanks. So just to finish, the reason that was cited why he was in Nagpur was the marriage of Sapna Joshi, wedding of daughter of a fellow judge. Okay. On 30th November 2014, Judge Loya arrives in Nagpur along with his two judge colleagues. At 11 p.m. at night, Judge Loya talks to his wife Sharmila over telephone for around 40 minutes. Incidentally, the same day, Chief Justice of Maharashtra, Mr. Mohit Shah, was also in Nagpur on the same day. Yeah. Now, the major events happen on 1st of December 2014. I have taken some clips and information from Scroll, this article, and of course from your book, and I will read those chronologically. It is Yeah, it is claimed that Judge Loya started getting chest pains at around 4 in the morning. He was brought to Dande Hospital in an auto rickshaw by the two accompanying judges. From there, he was moved to Mediterranean Hospital, where Judge Loya was declared dead or died on arrival. He was later taken to Government Medical College for postmortem. Okay, so this is Ravi Bhavan. I think this is Dande Hospital. This is Mediterranean. And we will see later, this is where the postmortem at the government hospital happened. And now I will take you to this Google shot from the caravan article.
Yes.
Yeah. If you have any comments, I see Ravi Bhavan here, Dande Hospital here, and Lata Mangeshkar Hospital here. And there's one more image, and then I invite your comment, which gives a different angle, and that includes then Dande Hospital, the other side.
Mediterranean.
Yeah, we have Wokhart Hospital here, Wokhart Heart Hospital, and Mediterranean. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you have any comments on this, no.
No, basically, see,
Yeah.
when, I mean, allegedly, when Judge Loya complained of having chest pain,
Yeah.
uh, the two brother judges who were with him,
Yeah.
they took him by an auto rickshaw. That's what my story says.
Yeah.
And that's what Judge Modak and Judge Kulkarni had told the family, that they took Judge Loya to a hospital in an auto rickshaw. Now, I have been to Ravi Bhavan several times. Ravi Bhavan is a VVIP guest house. And I mean, people know in Maharashtra that every year the winter session of the assembly is happens in Nagpur. And that's the reason that this VVIP guest house is there in Nagpur, because all the IPS and IAS officers, the entire bureaucracy comes to Nagpur and they stay in Ravi Bhavan. So it is for them. So it's a VVIP guest house where an ambulance and a fire brigade vehicle is permanently stationed.
Yeah.
Because it is a VVIP guest house. Moreover, the same Ravi Bhavan premises also has the official bungalow of the Chief Justice of Bombay High Court.
Yeah.
It is called Saudamini. The Saudamini bungalow is also in the same campus.
Yeah.
And since it is a VVIP guest house, all the VIPs who stay in Ravi Bhavan, they have their own government vehicles with them.
Yeah.
And you won't find an auto rickshaw in a radius of 3 kilometers, even during the day.
Right.
And here these judges were saying that they took Loya to the hospital in an auto rickshaw at 4 a.m. in the morning.
Right. Right. So it's
So,
unlikely or it's difficult to believe.
moreover,
Right.
moreover, when the story broke out, the present day Chief Justice of India, the Supreme Court of India, Bhushan Gawai, he spoke with a newspaper, and he said that he was not taken by auto rickshaw. It was him, Justice Gawai, along with Judge Shukre and Burde, took Judge Loya in their car to the hospital.
Okay.
The Shukre, Burde, and Gawai were based in Nagpur, and we call these judges as learned judges. So it is beyond comprehension to understand that why these learned judges from Nagpur took a cardiac patient, took a heart patient to an orthopedic hospital. Dande Hospital is an orthopedic hospital. It's not a cardiac hospital.
Yeah.
So he was taken to the orthopedic hospital where, very precious amount of time was wasted. When the petition went to the Supreme Court, there was a judge, Rathi. He wrote to the Supreme Court saying that he was there in Dande Hospital. He wrote in his words, I would quote him. He said, precious 1.5 hours were wasted.
Yeah.
And the nodes of the ECG machine were broken in Dande Hospital, so the ECG could not be taken.
Right.
So nothing happened in Dande Hospital. After 1.5 hours, he was taken to Mediterranean Hospital, and he passed away. While going to the Mediterranean Hospital, and the hospital declared him dead on arrival.
Right. What I can say, the least we can say here is that there are very contradictory versions that have
Yes.
emerged, and which logically deserves a fair, thorough, independent investigation. And that was denied by the Supreme Court, and we will visit that later.
Yes.
But yeah, thank you for this explanation. I continue. So this was the first part. The second part, the family members of Judge Loya started getting calls from Vijay Kumar Burde, a local judge in Nagpur, identifying him as a judge, so rightly so, from 5 p.m. onwards in the morning.
5 a.m.
5 a.m. Sorry, 5 a.m. onwards. And this was before Judge Loya's reported death on the postmortem, which was around 6:15, I guess.
6:15.
Right.
6:15.
So next, death. So there's this contradiction again. There's death of Judge Loya in Nagpur at 6:15 a.m. in the morning, as per the post-mortem report.
Yes.
Then, as per the post-mortem report, The procedure started at 10:55 a.m. and ended at 11:50 a.m. I think in some parts I also saw it to be 11:55, but well, that's a detail. Importantly, this wasn't video recorded as is required by law in Maharashtra. Ambulance with Judge Loya's
Yes.
body reaches his ancestral home, Gategaon, near Latur, Maharashtra, at around 11:30 p.m. None of the Judge Loya's colleagues had accompanied, only the driver had. Yeah. There's one detail I would like to add here. In the book you have written, a journey from Nagpur to Gategaon would take around 16 hours, you know, and if let's say the postmortem is completed at around 12, so this is less than 12 hours, and that's
Yeah.
kind of a question mark there, how to explain, which makes us think that perhaps the body left from Nagpur earlier, but well,
Yeah.
that needs to be investigated. Anuradha Biani, a sister of Judge Loya, asked for a second postmortem the same night in Gategaon, but Ishwar Baheti, an RSS worker and apparently he was also a friend of Judge Loya, rejected her suggestion, along with other of Loya's friends and colleagues. And someone had even stopped local journalists from coming to Gategaon. We don't know who that
Yeah.
someone is, but that was the case. That's,
Yes. One thing needs to be added here,
yeah,
that Anuradha Biyani asked for a second postmortem after she saw a wound at the on the back of Judge Loya's head, and when she saw the clothes that were sent along with the body in a different polythene bag, the
right,
clothes were soaked in blood. His shirt was soaked in blood from left shoulder to left vest, and even his jeans had blood on its vest. So after seeing that, she demanded for a postmortem.
right. And to add to that, Anuradha Biani is a doctor by profession, so she knows what
Yes.
she's talking about. And she also clarified, and which was confirmed by others, that postmortem does not lead to blood getting out because the lungs do not
Yeah.
function. They have stopped functioning.
Yeah.
Yeah, and heart have stopped functioning. Yeah. 2nd December 2014, Dr. Gavande from Mediterranean Hospital, where Judge Loya was declared dead or died on arrival, he received an ECG chart from the Dande Hospital, and that was one
Mm.
day after the death. So again, a contradiction there.
Mm.
Why wasn't it received the same day, same night? That could be a question. 3rd December 2014, members of Parliament of Trinamool Congress staged a protest outside the Parliament in Delhi and demanded an inquiry into Judge Loya's death. 4th December 2014, Rubabuddin, Shohrabuddin's brother, wrote a letter to the CBI expressing his shock at Judge Loya's death. It was perhaps 4th or 5th December, I'm not sure about the date, but Ishwar Baheti handed over the
Fifth.
5th, okay, 5th of December,
Mm.
Ishwar Baheti handed over Judge Loya's two mobile phones with data erased to the Loya family. And perhaps we could add here that Judge Loya had received an SMS from someone days before his death, cautioning him to be careful from the imminent.
Yes.
Yeah, this SMS was deleted also, and Judge Loya had confided the existence and reception of this SMS to his sister at least.
Yeah.
Right. So 15 December 2014, new judge M.B. Gosavi resumed hearing and concluded it in 2 days afterwards. Yeah, a trial that involves over 100 witnesses, a charge sheet greater than 10,000 pages, and 100 of call data records concluded within 48 hours. Judge M.B. Gosavi, that same day, admitted the discharge petition filed by Amit Shah's lawyer, which Judge Loya had previously denied. Judge Gosavi allowed the defense lawyer to argue for 3 days. the CBI, the prosecution agency, was allowed 20 minutes. And I think this was Advocate Mihir Desai and his colleagues who narrated
Yes.
these details. Yeah. 17 December 2014, order was passed by Judge M.B. Gosavi. He concluded the hearing and reserved his order. 30 December 2014, Amit Shah was discharged. Judge M.B. Gosavi cited political motivations behind the allegations. Yeah, my question here is how does one prove political motivations? Because political
Hmm.
motivations could, okay, let's say, would be in the motivation to file the case, but then these allegations are also rejected by the other political party which is ruling. So how do we equalize that, or how do we say that it's only from one side? Do
No,
you?
the funny part of this statement
Yeah.
is that, it ignores the fact that the entire investigation was conducted by CBI, Central Bureau of Investigation, and the investigation was not monitored by the central government. The investigation was monitored by the Supreme Court of India.
Yeah.
So this judgment actually makes an allegation against the Supreme Court that the charge sheet is politically motivated.
Exactly. Right. Which in a way is an inadvertent admission that the CBI is under the influence of the ruling party. But well, I mean that's a logical conclusion one would draw. But this is
No,
important.
no. The
Yeah.
CBI, this investigation done by the CBI was not monitored by any political party, not by the ruling government also.
Okay.
And that's what I'm saying. This investigation was monitored by the Supreme Court of India.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Please go ahead.
to say
Hmm.
that Amit Shah was charge sheeted with a political motivation is an allegation against the Supreme Court itself.
I agree. Yeah. Well, we will visit that because, as we commonly say now, although we have to keep in mind the date, it's 30th December 2014. So that was just
Yeah.
the beginning of the Modi rule. But now we all say that most of the institutions in India, be it judiciary, be it CBI, be it educational institutions, ED, otherwise, they all are under pressure from the ruling dispensation. But anyway, this question is important because the same argument was later given by Supreme Court as well. Then on the same day, incidentally, cricketer Singh Dhoni retires from international cricket, and those who follow cricket in India would know the impact and importance of this news. But what was
No,
interesting, that was in the
see,
middle of a Test cricket match, right?
this has a context
Yeah.
because Judge Loya had noted this down that whenever he was offered money or whenever he was threatened, he was assured by the then Chief Justice
Mhm.
that whenever you discharge Amit Shah, there will be some other big news which will occupy the television screens. And discharge of Amit Shah will at the most remain in the ticker, in the scroll.
Mhm.
But a bigger news will occupy the television screen for the whole day. And this particular day, when Amit Shah was discharged on 30th of December 2014,
Mhm.
Mahendra Singh Dhoni's Test cricket retirement was announced. Now, again, India was on a tour to Australia for a three Test match series. This was a second Test match that was going on,
Yeah.
and on the third day of a Test match that is going on the third day of a Test match, his retirement is announced by the secretary of Gujarat Cricket Association,
Oh, okay.
not by Dhoni himself,
Mhm.
by the secretary of Gujarat Cricket Association. Now, Mahendra Singh Dhoni did not play for Gujarat in domestic cricket. He played for Jharkhand.
Mhm.
He belongs to Ranchi. He never played for Gujarat. So why his Test cricket retirement was announced by the secretary of Gujarat Cricket Association?
I agree. Yeah. I think there are some serious questions also to be asked to Mahendra Singh Dhoni, the context in which,
Absolutely.
yeah, his retirement was announced. Thank you. Moving on, February 2015, fellow accompanying judges Srikant Kulkarni and SM Modak met Judge Loya's family. So it was after, let's say, 2 months at least.
2 months.
Yeah, and in the same month, Chief Justice of Maharashtra, Mr. Mohit Shah, met the family members of Judge Loya, in particular Anuj Loya, who on 18th February 2015 wrote a letter uh, after his visit with Chief Justice of Maharashtra, Mohit Shah. He mentioned that he had asked the Chief Justice to set up an investigation in the death of his father. He declared twice in that letter that Mohit Shah will be responsible if anything untoward happens to him or to his family members. Then 13th to 16th March 2015, the main accused of the CBI in the Sohrabuddin case, Mr. Amit Shah, he stayed at Ravi Bhavan in March for 3-4 days, so this period. And he stayed there with Supreme Court Justice Sharad Bobde, Justice Uday Lalit, and Bombay High Court Justice N.W. Sambhre. CBI,
Sambre.
Sambhre. CBI lawyer Anil Singh, prosecution lawyer of the Sohrabuddin trial, was also there. And no public events or official duties during this stay for Amit Shah were scheduled. So, which was incognito meeting, yeah.
Yeah.
March 2015. So Rubabuddin Sheikh, brother of Shohrabuddin, filed a criminal revision application before Bombay High Court challenging Amit Shah's discharge. 24th January 2016, publication of the article A Lamb Lionized on Vinayak Savarkar by Niranjan Takle in the Week magazine. 2nd February 2016, Nagpur police wrote a letter to an executive magistrate informing him about a post-mortem that happened back in 2014, and they didn't mention any head trauma or blood. And I suppose it's about Judge Loya's death.
Yeah.
Right. June 2016, Nupur Biani, Judge Loya's niece, contacted Niranjan Takle in Pune. So she contacted you. 8th of November
Yeah.
2015, demonetization was declared in India by Narendra Modi. And this is important to note because it hampered in a way your plans of investigation and visits and interviews,
Yes.
right? Early 2017, Niranjan Takle sent questions to Amit Shah and Chief Justice of Maharashtra, Mohit Shah, and no replies were ever received. And I think those who are students of investigative journalism, I think this part is very important to give every stakeholder a chance to represent, to respond, and so that
Yeah.
yeah, it doesn't become a one-sided story follow-up.
Yes.
Yeah. 27 February 2017, Niranjan Takle submitted his investigation story on Judge Loya's death for publication to the Week, but it wasn't published. Yeah, this you mentioned in your initial introduction today. June to September 2017. So while you waited for your story to be published, you worked on the investigation of the illegal cattle extortionist that was run by Bajrang
Yeah.
Dal in Gujarat. You were disguised as a Muslim cattle transporter and where you were bullied and beaten by cattle extortionists. You also covered the Koperdi gang rape case and the effects of demonetization stories. 2nd of July 2017, the week called Amit Shah a modern Chanakya. 6th of November 2017, the week sent you an official rejection mail about your Judge Loya's story, and in turn relieved their stake on this story as an intellectual property. This is what you mentioned. And
Yeah.
instantly you sent a resignation letter because you were expecting this. 9th of November 2017, you flew to Delhi at the invitation suggestion of journalist Baranjay Guha Thakurda Incidentally, I happened to interview him also for the Raphael scandal. And you made the caravan team there. Vinod Jose, who was the executive director, Hartoj Singh Bal, political editor, and Anant Nath, editor of the caravan, and also Atul Dev, associate editor. And you were very impressed with their professionalism and the way they received you and your story.
Yeah.
15th of November 2017, the week officially relieved you from work. 18th of November 2017, you recorded an interview with Harkishan Loya, Judge Loya's father, and Sarita Mandhane, Judge Loya's other sister, at Aurangabad,
Yeah.
Maharashtra. 20th November 2017, publication by The Caravan, and this was the big news, of an article titled A Family Breaks Its Silence, shocking emerge details that emerge in the death of Judge presiding over Shohrabuddin case. So this was your story. 21st
That
November.
was my 50th birthday.
50th, yes, I remember. You mentioned
That
it.
was my 50th birthday. Yeah.
Okay. And it's coming soon as well, next month. So
Yeah.
21st November 2017, publication by the Caravan of a second article. So the next day, which was titled Chief Justice Mohit Shah offered Rs 100 crore to my brother for a favorable judgment in the Shohrabuddin case. Late Judge Loya's sister. 23rd November 2017, a physical attack on you by five goons in Mumbai. And I'm not sure, was it near Nariman Point? I think,
No,
yes.
no, it was near CST,
CST, okay.
Chief VT station.
Okay, thanks. I forgot to mention also somewhere you were also chased in the Toyota Qualis cars by
Yeah.
goons and
That was in November. Yeah.
the same year,
No, no, not same year. 15.
2015,
2016.
2016. Okay,
Yeah. After I interviewed his father for the first time
right, right.
in Gategaon.
Okay. Um, yeah, I mean, perhaps it is time now to also talk about that. You were also kind of harassed in Nagpur by goons, and
Yeah.
the tactics you employed with your presence of mind to deal with them were quite incredible. Um, and we will later talk about the difficulties you had in this story follow-up. Uh, to continue, on 23rd November 2017, an unofficial inquiry conducted by the Maharashtra state government in this matter under CID Chief Sanjay Barve. It lasted 48 hours. This resulted into several letters from Judge Loya's family claiming no suspicion about Judge Loya's death and that the journalists, that means you, recorded interviews while they were unaware. They alleged that you took answers as you wanted. These letters were part of the eventual judgment by the Supreme Court but were never deposed via affidavit. So this was a contradiction again. 24th November 2017, Niranjan Takle lost all contacts with members of Loya family. They blocked you and refused to respond to your calls and messages. 25th November 2017, Niranjan Takle made Sharad Pawar and Supriya Sule, who are politicians from the NCP party in Maharashtra. This meeting was in Mumbai upon their invitation to discuss the story. The possibility of them issuing statements in support of the Loya family or meeting them in person did not materialize till that. 27th November 2017, the Indian Express publishes an article with a title CBI Judge B.H. Loya's death in 2014. Nothing suspicious, say two Bombay High Court judges who were at hospital, along with an electrocardiograph of Judge Loya issued at the Dande Hospital, Nagpur. The ECG was also reported by NDTV. The caravan found several inconsistencies with this ECG and claimed it to be unverified, possibly fabricated. 20th November 2017, Anuj Loya sent a letter to Bombay High Court Chief Justice Manjula Shelur supporting the claims made in the Indian Express article. 1st of December, sorry this is long but we are getting at the end. At the suggestion of journalist Paranjoy Guha Thakurda, Niranjan Takle met Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal at the latter's residence. Kejriwal offered to take up this issue and sit on a hunger strike, demanding an investigation into Judge Loya's death, but this never happened. January 2018, two PILs were filed in the Bombay High Court, one by an activist and another by the entire Bombay Lawyer Association, seeking investigation in Judge Loya's death. Former Supreme Court Judge A.P. Shah publicly demanded the same. On 11 January, now lots of things happened. 2018, two petitions, or around this period, two petitions were as well filed directly at the Supreme Court, seeking investigation in Judge Loya's death. One by Tehseen Poonawalla, his advocate was Dushyant Dave initially, and another by Bandhuraj Lone, who and his advocate was Pallav Shishodia, who had represented Amit Shah in the Shorabuddin case earlier. So again, things to worry or question. Dushyant Dev, was told by Chief Justice of India Deepak Mishra to list his petition to a junior judge named Arun Mishra, and Dushyant Dev was not happy with that. On the same day, Chief Justice Deepak Mishra approved lawyer Pallav Shisodiya's PIL and agreed to hear the matter himself and started the proceedings from the very next day. This was quite swift action there. 12th of January 2018, Bombay High Court heard the two PILs by the activists and the Bombay Lawyer Association, scheduled the next hearing on 23rd January 2018. The same day, four Supreme Court judges, Justice Chelameshwar, Ranjan Gogoi, Madan Lokur, and Kurian Joseph, held a press conference at the residence of Justice Chelameshwar. They declared their disagreement with the Chief Justice Deepak Mishra regarding the assignment of Judge Loya's case, among other issues. Okay. Is that okay so far?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. 13 January 2018, a public spat erupted between Tehseen Poonawalla and his lawyer Dushyant Dave. Dave asked Poonawalla to withdraw his petition before Justice Arun Mishra, as he suspected that it was a self-serving petition at the instance of Amit Shah. Dave alleged close relations between Justice Arun Mishra and top BJP leaders. Dave decided not to appear for Poonawalla and instead later chose to represent the Bombay Lawyers Association. 14 January 2018, Anuj Loya did a press conference at Mittal Towers, Mumbai, where he claimed that he did not have any suspicions regarding the death of his father, neither did any of his family members. 12, so we see there was also a lot of attempts of narrations there. 22 January 2018, Bombay High Court PILs were transferred to the Supreme Court. A three-judge bench, including Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, Justice A.M. Khanwilkar, and Justice Deepak Mishra, began hearing of the Judge Loya case. The caravan was not made party to this trial and thus could not represent its evidences. And I think it was the case also for you. You were not involved in this trial.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, which is very surprising because you broke the story. 13th January 2018, Admiral L. Ramdas, along with Youth Bar Association, filed interventions with lawyers Indira Jaising and Prashant Bhushan, respectively, for these interventions in the Judge Loya case. 9th February 2018, Rahul Gandhi, along with 114 parliament members from different political parties, walked from the parliament to the Rashtrapati Bhavan, met the President of India, Ram Nath Kovind, and demanded setting up of a Supreme Court monitored special investigation team, SIT. 11th February 2018, Dr. R.K. Sharma, former head of forensic medicine and toxicology department at AIMS Delhi and CBI consultant, in a caravan interview, claimed the existence of responded to the existence of dura matter, which is an outermost layer surrounding the brain. The congestion is, and explain that the congestion of this is usually after some kind of physical assault on the brain. 10th of March, I am not sure about the date, but it's around that time. AIM's Delhi sent a letter distancing itself from the caravan story that published Dr. R.K. Sharma's views on death of Judge Loya. R.K. Sharma backtracked, claiming he was grossly misquoted by the caravan. The caravan released WhatsApp screenshots of conversation with Dr. R.K. Sharma. 19th April 2018. Yeah, now the judgment. A bench of the Supreme Court of India, headed by Chief Justice India Deepak Misra, dismissed the public interest petition PIL seeking an independent probe into Judge Loya's death and stated the death to be natural and such petitions to be an attack on the judiciary. Further added that they were politically motivated and in criminal contempt. So again, the same question I asked.
Hmm.
30th July 2018, Advocate Surender Borkar, who had publicly on Twitter made bold claims of possessing video footages of Judge Loya's murder, he died owing to a heart attack in the CBI court in Mumbai. And Niranjan Takle, that means you, were to meet him the same day. And later his wife called you, and that's how you came to know about it. 20th November 2020, Niranjan Takle made Sharad Pawar, where a possibility of appointing a judicial commission by Maharashtra state government under the Commissions of Inquiry Act was discussed. This was your suggestion and request. The requisite political will to do so did not manifest. Now, very last, 16 December 2021, Supreme Court Judge N.V. Ramana lamented about the death of investigative journalism in India, and this made you
Hmm.
quite angry, and you had to change your
Yeah.
introduction to the book. And lastly, very lastly, on 9th of May, if the date is correct, 22,
Yes.
you published this book, Who Killed Judge Loya, and later it was translated into several languages. So sorry for
Yeah.
being so extensive and detailed presentation, but for me it was important to really put things into context.